Welcome back to Ben's Play. What the fuck was that? What were you humming?
It was like a childhood song. I am a teapot. Show it.
Oh my God. That's what you were humming? Yeah. Anyway, welcome back. So I'll address this right now. We lost the footage from the last session. I already had said that when in the voiceover in episode 1, which actually comes out today. But the footage is going to be really weird and not so good.
Ouchie wawa.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know what I'm doing.
The footage came out not amazing just because I had to redo all of it, and I played the game faster than we played it when we recorded. Oh my goodness.
Not doing so hot.
This man is just destroying it. Anyway, so yeah, the footage you saw was actually me playing, even though Ben B was the person who originally played it. Ben B is playing now. And he
I walked into the lava.
He could be doing better, I think.
Can't you just You go just keep left to right.
Okay.
And just dodge what he throws at you.
Okay.
Does he hurt himself eventually?
Eventually he'll throw a rock that you can hit back at him.
Okay, he's
this big one here.
He's scary. I don't know how he does it with his legs.
No.
His legs are kind of... Anyway.
Oh.
Nice. Well
You
done.
let it land and then you can hit it.
Okay, through 4 lives and now I know what I'm doing.
You're throwing away all my lives.
Okay, well...
Yeah,
you know.
I was telling Jackson about this, but I was doing so good, I hadn't game overed once. And then I fucking played the Ruins level and went from like 23 lives to like 3. I literally died 20 times on that level.
It's very long.
And then we were going to say, I believe at the end of episode 8, we were going to... And then he just like flexes. I believe at the end of episode 8, we were going to finish Sunset Vista, but in re-recording the footage, that actually is going to show up way before episode 8. The last, 2 episodes are just a funny picture of Crash, because I ran out of footage.
It's like a podcast.
So it is kind of like a podcast, except there's not a visual gameplay thing going on, which is okay. I mean, oh, that's what it is. I just had this realization. At the start of almost every episode, there's like something... It sounds like something hits the mic. Mm-hmm. It's because I put the book down on that.
Oh.
That's why.
I see.
That makes sense. God, I'll stop doing that now. Okay, anyway. Ben, you remember our first recording session when we synced during episode 7?
Yeah, that was fun.
Really miserable to edit.
That was fun.
Oh, you died? Oh, okay. So you have the TNT to dodge, you have the rocks to dodge, and you can't deal with the lava either.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just one of Cortex's like monsters, right?
Yeah, all this weird genetic whatever.
Cortex and Eggman should team up. Sonic and Crash should cross over, bro. Who's Sonic and Crash at the Olympic Games?
Never.
Honestly, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games still being made is kind of surprising to me.
I know, right?
I mean, it's a fun party game.
Is it Sega that makes them still?
I think so. I don't think Nintendo has time for that anymore.
That's probably why it's still being made. Because they don't really have much else.
Sega's got a ton of shit.
Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Yakuza.
Uh-huh. Well, just because you're like, oh, I like Yakuza, that doesn't mean Sega's doing good.
No, I mean, they're doing amazing, man.
They apparently... So, Sega... This is one of those situations where... What the fuck? What? It just landed on you? That's one of those situations where I think at one point in their life, Atlas screwed up and they needed Sega to help them, and now Sega owns them.
Oh, you hit the minecart.
Or has Atlas always been owned by Sega? I don't know. I have no idea.
I have no idea their relationship.
Anyway, how you doing, Ben?
I got a bit of a sore throat.
I mean, how you doing in the video game?
Oh yeah, that. Not.
You're probably gonna have a sore throat by the end of us talking for 2 hours as well. So as they saw, we're in my room. I got some new decor. I redecorated. I was trying to go a little bit less on the
video games
anime vibe. No, video game stuff is fine.
But you still have Chica Fujiwara, Ben.
Yeah, because Josh got that for me at Evo.
Yeah.
It's like a nice rollout print too. But it's not as prominent as it was before. Now it's over there, right? It's in the back corner.
People don't see it when you walk into the room.
Yeah, see, you also are thinking about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Fremont thing, I have these fun 3-panel painting canvas thingies up on the wall, which are cool.
I'm going to die.
Yeah, you seem to be really struggling. So I called, when me and Jackson went to get Ben, I called him, and I could tell immediately that was his I just woke up voice.
I woke up at like 1:30, and then I kind of fell back asleep.
We're recording a little bit later than we normally do. It's currently 3:45.
I'm just gonna let myself die.
Really?
What?
On the first live?
Yeah.
What? Well, yeah, Ben. You got up at 1:45, but your voice was like, and then, are you ready? And then I was ready for, oh yeah, I need to get dressed. Once I'm dressed, I'll be ready. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. Like, whatever. You're actually really fast.
Yeah.
Did not take you long at all.
I think the only thing I had to do is I had to go to the bathroom, and then I also had to lock my house up.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, because I don't know if we ever talked about this on the show, because I don't think it happened. It happened between the time we weren't recording, but Benby's house has been broken into and robbed, I think, twice.
Yes, twice.
The first time was it just a random person?
We no idea.
You have no idea. But the second time it was some, wasn't it
Oh
somebody?
my God.
Oh my god.
So unfortunate.
Wasn't it the second time it was someone your sister knew?
Yeah, it was like her ex-boyfriend or something.
And he was like being a psycho?
Well, he was already going to prison or something.
Okay, so that's not fun.
One last job.
Got the B&E down low on this one.
Come on.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh,
Not easy.
no.
Oh!
Oh. Damn, he flexed on you.
Yeah.
When Benby dealt the first chunk of damage on this boss, I was like, oh, this boss is really simple. This won't take that long. And now it's 7 minutes in, and it's still happening. We're hoping to finish the game in this current session. It doesn't seem like we're all that close, though. So
No.
seems like we got a ways to go. Although, like, have we played some of the hardest levels? Is Sunset Vista near some of the hardest
It's
levels?
super long, which is why it's... Oh, there we go.
There we
Yes,
I did it.
got him.
But no, I think there's definitely some harder ones up ahead.
Anyway,
Oh, he gets hit with
Bonk.
my part. I see. That's
funny mammal man, koala conked. Anyway, I worked this morning, so I don't have a lot to say about it. But I was telling the guys, I saw a Super Saiyan Vegeta shirt with the guy that just said "Just Saiyan" on it. Like, that's pretty epic.
You see some characters at the grocery store.
And then the other one was, it was a guy wearing a shirt that said "Manga is literature," and it was a little like cartoon Natsuki from Doki Doki Literature Club. I know you're a big fan.
Okay.
I disoriented him by saying he was a Doki Doki Literature Club fan.
It gave me somewhat of a stroke. I couldn't really tell. What
You
was
tell me you don't
happening on
watch
screen.
Game Theory, Ben?
Do
you watch Food Theory?
I don't watch.
I've never seen Food
I've
Theory.
got better cooking channels to watch than.
But it's
Food
not
Theory.
cooking. It just talks about like weird like
Food
brand. I think it's like I think it's supposed to be like a brand thing, right?
Well, that's also
Because I feel like if you make it, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to like corporations and advertising and stuff.
Yeah.
And MatPat knows a lot about that stuff. And I feel like segmenting it into being about food, like, is a very careful way to talk about that stuff while still not losing your audience of like literal children, right? Oh. Anyway, so yeah, shout outs to
Can I go on the blue one?
Shout outs to
the
the funny crash image that was the last 2 episodes of 7 and 8. We're now back to regular footage, but if anyone misses that crash image, it'll
be our outro.
It will probably not be returning. You want to edit?
I mean, I don't know.
What do you just say? You can't just say no. You have to say I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, so when we lost that footage, we went into full screen and it just like did not function. I knew something was off because when the recording finished, it said the entire 2 hours was like 2 gigabytes, and it said the FPS it recorded at was 2, and I was like,
that's not
2 FPS footage. Still image, lol. Yeah, Ben's kind of going off on
Such
this
a long
stage.
distance without a checkpoint.
I'm slick with it.
Why'd you go under? Can you not jump on him?
I mean, they do got blades on them. I don't know.
Well, I tried before and it didn't work.
Oh.
Wow, it totally looks like you could jump on the top.
Crash is not a blade fan.
Well, why is he... There's this episode of Community where Britta's boyfriend who works for the circus comes to town, and his name is Blade.
Oh.
And he's one of those guys. They do this. This has a thing in TV a lot, where someone has like a person a person they like used to date or something that they're like hooked on, right?
Mhm.
Like they can't get away from them. They know they're bad for them, but they're like obsessed with them. This concept, I don't have like a single word to describe it, but oh my goodness.
I'm just better.
But it's then who?
Me.
Oh, anyway, so you understand the concept, right? So her ex-boyfriend Blade comes to town,
Yeah.
and she doesn't want to see him because she knows she'll falter and she'll get back together with him while he's there or whatever. And so they lock Britta in Abed and Annie in Troy's apartment, but because his name is Blade, Abed is reminded of the movie Blade. So they end up watching Blade, and they say the word Blade like every 2 seconds, and Britta is like fucking dying. It's so funny. Can you spin those guys? Can you not kill those guys at all?
I think you can. I don't know about the weird.
Does the exhaust just kill you?
Most likely.
Yeah.
It's such a generic looking thing to kill.
I always forget.
I'm just that big of a goof. Anyway, so you just reminded me of Crash is not a Blade fan. Crash feels like Crash would be the kind of like if he was a human, he'd go watch Trolls World Tour like 5 times in
Maybe.
theaters.
No, Crash is an indie pop fan.
No.
That's just what is that supposed to mean? Excuse me. Ben knows I'm an indie pop fan, so also we're talking about movies. Dummy.
Yeah.
Would Crash watch Blade Runner?
He would, but he wouldn't understand what was happening.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
He has absent brain.
Like he'd be like, "Oh, this is the guy who made
Yeah,
Alien." Cool.
Crash kind of strikes me as like a Minions fan.
Munion.
Mm.
Right before we started recording, we were talking about the VTuber invasion on various social networks. And we marked Jackson as our iFunny representative. And
No.
No.
Other way
Jackson's
around.
our Instagram representative. Ben B is our iFunny
I
representative.
don't want to talk about iFunny.
It is your culture after all.
No. You stop that.
Okay. It wasn't me.
No?
I didn't say it.
Yeah, but you influenced his opinion.
Funny. Anyway. Oh,
Did it?
extra life. Nice. By the way, Jackson, do you remember so anyway, Ben B is also the Twitter representative because I can't represent any social networks, I'd say.
Mm.
I use all of them, but I don't use all of them more than anybody else does. Like, Ben B definitely uses iFunny the most out of the 3 of us. Jackson, you definitely use Instagram the most out of the 3 of us. Ben
sure.
probably uses Twitter more than I do, but maybe not by much. I don't know, Ben, how often do you go on Twitter? Daily?
At least once a day.
Yeah, I probably go on Twitter maybe every other day at minimum, sometimes more than once a day. Clearing out. Oh no!
I'm better.
Clearing out my Twitter. My Twitter follows has been an experience because I'll just follow way too many like random artists, and they'll just like retweet sus shit, and I'll just have to like. You can turn off retweets for people.
I did not know that. That is a very helpful.
Yeah, that's super useful. You cannot turn off when somebody likes something though.
That's probably some of the worst.
Which is funny because one time I just liked some random like swimsuit Viola fan art, and Ben B
I had to confront him.
He DM'd me and he was like, "Why is this on my timeline?" And it said me and Blue SS1 liked this tweet, so it wasn't just me.
Yeah, but you know.
And I rarely like really horny fan arts, but that day that one was just good. I was just feeling it.
Uh-huh.
I was just feeling it. You want to look at my Twitter likes? Do you?
I thought it was gonna kill me.
Yeah, I also thought it was.
Oh, does that give you... What is that getting 2 of them do?
2
Nothing?
hits.
Oh,
And if you
is
get a
that
3rd
shiny?
one, you're invincible.
Oh,
For a short
that's
time.
amazing.
Oh, that's when you get the mask.
Yep.
You get to wear him. It's a trophy.
Of your conquest.
I don't think that's really what's happening, but...
Well, that's definitely what's happening.
So I see we've moved to, I'm guessing, a new world. So it's
Kind
like...
of, yeah.
Sort of sewery. I find the environments in this game are not very distinguished. They're not very distinguishable.
Mm.
That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, anyway.
I think the closer you get to the Cortex Man, the more like industrial the islands are gonna get.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
makes sense.
How many islands are there?
I mean, I think this is the third one. I haven't really been
There's
counting.
been 3 bosses so far, right? There was like the hoppy guy, and there was whatever the first boss, the guy in the tiki hut. Yeah, that guy was super weak. Yeah,
Oh, there's the Hobbit, did we already say that?
the Hobbit.
No, the guy who hops.
Yeah, I said the hoppy guy.
Okay. Well, I kind of just didn't hear you.
Well, you're playing the game, so you have like some.
I have
excuse
permission
there.
to not say words.
I have permission to be stupid and mean,
Yeah. No, I've always had
especially
permission.
mean. Me, president of the Kyle Gaslighting Fan Club. You'll be happy to know, Ben. I'm sure the people that watched the Neptunia series joined the Kyle Gaslighting Fan Club.
That's good.
You didn't want that box?
You only had 2 of them.
Wouldn't the box have had the third one?
Wait,
in it?
No, I mean,
wait.
you only had one of that. Would have been the
Oh,
second
okay.
one. Those are the super hard extra missions.
Oh, are those like the ones with the little doctor faces
Yeah.
on them? I only when I played the game, I only encountered those like once or twice. Oh, by the way, I figured out what I'm gonna record at Van.
Oh yeah?
When Mario 3D All Stars comes out, we're gonna play Mario 64.
Oh, that's good.
Because Mario 64 is a game. Do you hold the jump button to get those?
Yeah.
That was pretty nice. We must be at the end, yeah.
You're-
They decided that was a hard level, so they gave you 3 lives at the end.
Oh no, 30.
Anyway,
30
next time
boxes are hitting
on
in the head.
Ben's play. Oh,
Crash
crap.
is dead by the end.
Oh no, dude! On one of the stages, I missed the bonus stage, and I actually had like 50 boxes missed. No, Crash! No,
He's being tortured in Guantanamo.
get up. Anyway, next time on Ben's play. Goodbye, everyone.